Alrighty, Lumberjacks, welcome back to another Logging from Scratch episode. Last time we were playing, we were just kind of messing around down in the swamp area there, but I wanted to do something a little bit different here. So first of all, I was able to, if I can find it, get a new blade for the Tiger Cat. I know they look almost identical, these two. So a new blade, and we want to put it with our clam bunk skidder, because it's actually paint to match with that now, which is awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this self-loader here, and we're going to go down to the mill, and we're going to pick up the new blade. So that's kind of the bonus to having this this truck now with the crane on it, is I can actually use this thing to pick up pretty much every single implement that you can purchase, like the attachments, and bring it out to the site if I want to do it that way. If not, the alternative would be you'd have to either respawn the vehicle, pick it up, low bed it out, or you'd have to buy a new vehicle, attach the new head, or go pick up, it's just a much longer process because you need 3 elements as opposed to just 1 to pick it up. So we're going to try to grab that, pick it up, and bring it on back. There's a bouncy little road. But luckily we're done up top here, so I don't have to bring any more vehicles up here. This episode we're also going to use the skidder to drag this wood, I don't know where. Probably right down to the mill, honestly. We'll just have some fun with that. But let's get this attachment delivered before we do anything else. So I need to go over to this guy. Now I haven't actually picked up a blade, so I don't know. Hopefully these are just as good. And we want to go like this. Man, that was so smooth it almost looked automated there for a second. And let's see if I think we can pick this guy up just like this. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna go like this. And we'll go for a drive. And hopefully it stays in there. But this is kind of how I move implements now, and I have been doing this for the past little while. It's just so much quicker. It's like having your own crane truck, basically. I even went as far to go back and do edits on all of these attachments so that you can pick them up. The grapples and stuff appear with the claws closed, so you can just reach in and grab them. But things like the forestry grinder and stuff, you weren't able to pick them up because I didn't have collisions on the top. But now the collisions are there, so you can just kind of pinch right at the top where that bar is and lift it up and bring it down. It's pretty cool. And we got to continue our little road out here too. This will be our final focusing project. So I just edited this thing too. I forgot about that. I don't actually know if I'll be able to attach it from the ground. I might have to hold it in the air on this episode. Let's try it just for fun. So I'm going to put it down here. Oops, my camera's a little off angle here. There we go. Now, I don't believe I can attach it from the ground right this second because I'm doing some editing with the attachment point. Because the attachment point was kind of glitched out and it was super low because I forgot about this thing having a blade on the front. So I don't know if I'll be able to grab it or not. No, I didn't think so. So what I'll have to do until I correct that issue is I'm going to have to lift it up a little here. Oops. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. There we go. Let's try to center the grab here a bit. Oh. I think I should be able to just do that. That looks funny. That should be a funny screenshot. Let's do that. Let's grab a funny screenshot. If I can think of anything to grab here. There you go. A lot of confusion going on in this picture. Way too much confusion. Alright, so I should be able to attach it now. Whoop. As it rips the grapple off. Oh, there we go. Be careful. Okay, and then this guy's actually perfect because we have this guy here now for grabbing these. Now, I didn't grab the other trailer, but we can do one load to the mill and then I'll pick up the other trailer if we figure we need it. So that's attached now. But this isn't what I want to do this episode. Yeah, that actually looks a lot better. See, the problem was, and it still might be a little high. Oh, that's better, yeah. I might even lower it just a tiny, tiny bit. We'll see. I definitely got to move it over to the right a little bit, that's for sure. Anyway, besides the point. We'll leave this guy parked here. Now we're going to go... Oops, I was on it. I was on it. This guy. Here we go. So this guy, I'm going to hook onto the rest of the logs here. And we'll drag him down the hill. And I think that's everything. Maybe we should do a really quick tour here. Make sure we got everything. So this was our project. We finally beat it. It's done. Just limb this last little limb. Yep, so we cut all this. I know we've already done a tour of this on a previous episode, but I just want to do a quick review. Pretty cool. Cut this all out. And although I did kind of want to go hook back up down to the house, because of the terrain editing stuff, it was getting a little messy. We left one log over there. Oh well, that'll just be the memory log. Cool. We cut it all, guys. It's kind of a neat little area. I was actually, well, I can't do it on this, but I always want to get like a little helicopter to get an aerial view of the cut. Hopefully that script comes out soon so we can do something on that. Alright, so let's hook all this up. These are kind of all over the place, eh? Maybe I can use the blade real quick to get a little lower. It's okay, we don't need access to the land. We're just pushing the logs around, man. Calm down. Calm down, buddy. There we go. And we'll just get them kind of close enough, kind of, I guess is the way I want them. Doesn't have to be 100% perfect, but the closer, the better. That'll be good enough. We can get that out of there. Oh, geez, almost forgot to do our topic of the day. So today's topic of the day, oh my god. Well, this is kind of a weird one because technically they're owned by the same. Okay, so the topic of the day is Facebook versus Instagram. Which one do you prefer? Which one do you use? Technically, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Instagram is owned by Facebook now. I'm pretty sure they bought it, but I could be mistaken on that. But Facebook versus Instagram. So, I use Facebook very, very seldomly myself. I have my FDR Logging business page thing set up through them. So I do use it for that quite often. But, like me personally making posts and stuff, not super often do I do that. Just because it's not a feature I really use that much. I just want to make sure we got our winch on here. There we go. This could be a long journey, boys. But that's good. We have all this time to talk about Facebook and stuff. Oh man, that is pretty slow. So yeah, Facebook, if I didn't have an FDR logging account, I'd probably delete Facebook, to be honest. I'm not a super big fan of it. I think, well, like all social media, I think it's got that effect of, God, what's it called? There's actually a name for it, and I can't remember. Something about when people post all the good things about their lives, but they never post the bad stuff. So you're constantly looking at a reel of somebody's life that is only the best parts of it. You never see the bad. So you keep thinking, God, what's it called? It's like envy, something envy. But anyway, you're basically jealous of other people because it looks like they're having, it looks like they're always on trips or vacations or having like such a great time. And then you constantly compare your own life to the highlights of other people's lives. It's like comparative depression or something. It's actually like a psychological thing. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, anyway, you can constantly compare yourself to, like I said, other people's lives, and then you start being depressed thinking, oh, I don't have this that this person posted about, and I don't have that. And because you measure yourself against that stuff, you think your own life is not as good. Anyway, that was the psychological analysis of Facebook, but it's kind of true. Like, I can definitely relate to that. Like, growing up through high school, Facebook started basically just becoming a thing when I was getting kind of out of high school. I know I'm super old now, but yeah, when it first came out, people used it barely at all. I didn't even know what they were doing with it. It was just like, okay, you'd see your friends on there, and people didn't really know how to post. And now it's developed into such a, like, if you're not on Facebook, you don't exist. If you don't have 100 likes on your pictures, you're not cool. Like, it's so funny how it's developed into an affirmation creation system, basically, where you're, always constantly trying to one up somebody else or make your life look like it's the best thing in the world. Facebook's kind of bad for that. So, due to that, I started recognizing myself becoming like that. I started being like, oh, I have to post this moment on Facebook. I have to, I have to record it. I have to memorize it. I have to, lock it down on Facebook, or else it's, it didn't happen. But then I started, after a while, recognizing that behavior, and I started looking at it going like, what the hell am I doing? I'm like, why do I need to post everything on Facebook for it to be like a reality? Because it isn't. It doesn't make a difference. So, yeah, anyway, after that, I kind of just stopped using it. I've deleted it and reinstalled it so many times I don't even know over the past years, for both business things and talking to people that I haven't talked to in a while, and then hating it again and deleting it. And I think a lot of people go through that. But like I said, I don't think I'd probably even use it if I didn't have it for my FDR Logging page. That's the only reason it's on there right now. But Facebook versus Instagram. So I am definitely not an adopter of Instagram. I haven't used it very much. I used it for FDR Logging for a bit, and then I just basically deleted it because I can't keep up with all these different media platforms, right? So once I got rid of my Instagram account, I was pretty well done with that whole side of things. I was like, well, I'm always on YouTube. I'm always on Facebook, doing the posts and stuff. So, but I know lots of people who are more obsessive. I'd say it's mostly girls that I know. No, not to be like sexist or anything, but it's mostly females that I see are abusing the crap out of Instagram, mostly to flaunt themselves and all that kind of fun stuff, which is wonderful. Go ahead, do your thing. But I think a lot of people use Instagram similar to Facebook, where they just basically post their best all the time, so that it looks like they're always 100% when, in reality, nobody's ever 100%, right? So I was not an adopter of Instagram, but I know lots of friends who, use Instagram more than Facebook because they like the platform better. It's basically just another version of Facebook with a different style of platform. It's all social media balancing and fighting it out and all that stuff, right? So, yeah, it's a different world. So, if I had to pick, I mean, I don't want to have to say Facebook versus Instagram. I don't know which one. They're pretty much tied together now, but I'd say Facebook, in my opinion, is more useful as a resource for the type of business that I use versus Instagram. Now, if you're a person who sells, clothing and modeling lines, maybe Instagram is way more effective than Facebook ever would be, because you're visually representing more stuff than you are trying to create networks, right? So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? When you first saw Facebook coming down the pipe, maybe you're new to it, maybe it was something that you were just grown up with, depending on your age. Do you use Facebook and Instagram? Do you use Facebook alone? Do you use Instagram alone? Or do you use none of them? That's all good stuff to consider. I think, just like the old adage of life where they say, nothing in excess. Don't do everything in excess. Little drop of everything. I like Facebook once in a while, post a picture of a thing that you did or like a funny project. But like, I'm a once every 2 months I'll put a post on Facebook about something life-wise that happened. And I actually like it for the fact that I can use that as a memory bank. So I can go back and look at these events, and it reminds me of good times that happened in my life. But again, I say nothing in excess. Do it in little bits, highlights. Don't become so obsessive compulsive like some of the people I know, some of my close friends even, become so obsessive compulsive with what other people think of their pictures, and how other people feel about what they posted, that they change their lives based on the feedback that they're getting, which is just ludicrous to me. Do stuff you want to do because you want to do it. Why the hell would you only do something because it's going to get you more pictures and likes, or be mad about an event because it didn't get anyone's attention? Oh, God. Anyway, I could go into that subject for a mile, but... So, nothing in excess. Little drops. Have some fun. Don't be too crazy. Facebook's a fun tool if you want to build memories and contact friends and keep in touch. It's also a terrible tool if you get addicted to social media to the point where you're killing yourself with it. It's not ideal, right? So, but like I said, to each one's own. Everybody will figure out what they want. Now, I wonder if I should pick this up with the Laterno. You think I could? Let's keep it attached and see what happens just for fun. I don't think I can get the forks under it, but we can try. Let's go out here. I'm going to keep it attached to the skidder so that in the odd event it doesn't go through. We can just ignore it. Let's see here. Kind of, sort of can go under there, yeah. Oh, there we go. Kind of. I think we grabbed it way too far back. Yeah, we definitely did. There we go. This thing is way too big to be maneuvering in this mill. Oh man, it's really hard to maneuver. I'm just like, how am I going to get this to turn in this tiny little area? There we go. How about that? Let's push this claw down. I want to straighten these out a bit. There we go. There we go. All right, so now we can get a little bit closer. So let's go like this. There we go. That's what we needed to do. Man, this is a terrible place to have a Laterno, apparently. There we go. Let's try that. What we're going to do is we're going to keep it attached. We're going to loosen it. X. So then as we lift it, in theory... straighten our boom out. And then as we lift it, it should just stay attached. Lock it. Ha! Oh, we got that one little weird one, but that's okay. It's a very interesting way to do this. I've never done anything like this before. Oops. There we go. I was surprised it could pick it up off the ground. That's kind of cool. I figured it would get stuck, honestly. Now, I was going to sell it like that, but I'm going to detach it first. I'm like, I don't know what will happen if I try to sell it while it's detached. Hopefully it would just cancel out, but you never know. All right, how much do you think that's worth? Not much. Just shy of 20 grand. 19,400. But we were able to get our skidder all the way back to the mill. And we finished up that block up top. So now the top side that we started on is finally complete. I didn't think that was ever going to happen, but we did it. So that's good. Probably when we come back in the next one, we're going to continue on with our swamp here. I want to finish cutting this out with the processor. And then after we load this first load up with this guy, we can bring it back to the mill and grab that secondary trailer for the back end. And then we can start our circuit, dropping the wood and cutting and, yeah, should be fun. Anyway, I'm going to end it here. So if you guys like the video, leave a like, leave a comment. Do not forget to subscribe. And if you're in the bush, don't forget to hug a tree. All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.